What's up, guys? What's up? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for clicking on the channel, first of all. If you're here as a returning subscriber, welcome back. If you're a new subscriber, or if you're new to the channel, shall I say, please consider subscribing. Just to give you a little bit about myself, this is the I Am Consciousness channel. I go by Ken the Lightworker. I'm here to shed light and love and share my wisdom that has been bestowed upon me from Source through my journey of various awakening points. And that includes ego deaths, rebirths, transformations. I was unaware of what was happening to me during these awakening points and these transformational points and things of that nature. No one in my family or my circle ever had experienced such a thing. And it left me feeling real alone, man. I was in despair. I was feeling like I was losing my mind. And I just was feeling like I was going through this by myself. You know what I mean? That in itself led me down, many different rabbit holes as I was just searching for just truth. I'm a truth seeker, man. That's all I want to know. I want to know truths. I want to understand. I want to understand so I can overstand and I can sit there and pass my information on to you guys. Now, if it resonates with you, then, take it. If it doesn't, it's not for everybody. Some stuff that I tell people, it just flies over their head. I mean, it's okay. I mean, it is what it is. We're all on our own journey, our own different paths, our own different ascension points. Great news is we're all going there. That path of mine was made for me to discover the universal truths and hidden knowledges. Like, that's what I'm into. I've always been into that. I just started reconnecting to that fact, or should I say remembering, that's the thing that always excited and ignited me, man. And I believe that it's my mission to share that of which that I've discovered. Like I said, it's not to be accepted by everybody, and I understand that. That's probably why it took me a while to really open up to you guys. Out of some sense of, maybe some childhood trauma, I've been cleansing and cleaning and getting some things out, and a lot of things have been becoming aware to me as far as, the things that I need to unpack that hadn't been unpacked, shadow work, so to speak, things that have just been lurking in my energy, just been cleansing that out and healing and rebooting. You know what I mean? As a lot of you guys can resonate with, I'm pretty sure. We at the point right now of ascension to where everybody's kind of waking up. Even the outside reality, you can see it in various different forms. Politics and the way that the world is running, and it just seems like everything is being torn down, right? Well, that's because it is. In order for things to be rebuilt, things have to be torn down. And what I mean by that is just like old systems that are no longer working, things that you're seeing in a new light that you hadn't seen like that before, old habits, old routines, just a variation of things that no longer serves you, that's dropping off. So within, so without, so above, so below. So whatever's happening inside of us is actually happening inside of the collective as a whole. So as you see these various things unfolding, in outside reality, that's just a testament for you to go within yourself and really do the work. And the more that we all do that as a collective, that's the more that we change our outside manifestation of this reality. You know what I mean? We're all in control of our own reality. That's why, they say, are you in your own little world? Yeah, we all are. You're in your own universe. You are your own universe. Just explaining some things like that. And the reason why I really started this channel is because I wanted to spread that love, that joy, that peace, that understanding, because coming up, I was real timid. I had a lot of things in my childhood that kind of put me in that space, but all is well. There's no fault, there's no blame. We all get what we need for our journey. And mine was that of I couldn't really speak my mind. Now that comes from various different places, as well as I've done many different travels into different dimensional spaces, and I've realized that in previous past lives that that same thing occurred. I was constantly crucified for speaking my truth. That carried on into this lifetime, and it makes sense. like I said, as a child, I was really, really, really like, I don't want to say forced, but kind of like pushed into a position to where my voice wasn't really to be heard. You know what I mean? And it caused me to go within, which is awesome because that's the journey anyway. So I just had a lot of practices of doing that since a child. Only thing about that is when it's time to pop back out, it's a lot of work to be done. A lot of energetic blockages to, work through and to release, those energies that's holding you up. For the longest, man, I'm telling you, I had to think about speaking, right? Like speaking my truth. I have like tablets and tablets of information and just jotting down notes. I got cards. I got so much information that I really want to share with you guys, and it's been a blockage and a hindrance, somewhere down the line. And I don't know if you could tell or not, but if you check out some of my other videos, it kind of looks like I'm popping in and I'm giving you guys that, but it's behind the scenes. It's kind of like it took a lot of gearing myself up in order for me to even show up. But I do understand that that's my mission. I'm supposed to show up. I'm supposed to talk to you guys. I'm supposed to just give the game, however it is that my consciousness puts it together from, my own individual research. And keep in mind, guys, don't take anybody's word for anything, right? Including my own. My mission is not to teach you, so to speak, but to show you like certain things that you may not have seen, and then it causes you to go down those rabbit holes for yourself. It's not a matter of me trying to persuade anybody about anything, including politics, religion, because you're going to hear me talk about both. Government, I've been had something to go in on with that. And just various different factions of universal knowledge, man. Occultic knowledge, and keep it in mind before you jump out your chair. Occultic knowledge is just simply hidden. Occultic means hidden. It's hidden knowledge. I know a lot of these terms, they placed in front of us, and it kind of shakes you and it keeps you away from things like tarot, like astrology. All of these things are factions of you, of yourself, of your soul, it's just different parts. It's different pieces to your life. That's the reason why it was really, really pushed upon, from religion aspects for you not to go looking down that space, because you will have more connections to who you actually are. And like I said, I have nothing against religion. Everything has its purpose. Everything serves a purpose. I get it. I also have a foundation when it comes down to religion. You know what I mean? I was in that aspect as well, but uncovering the things, it never really worked for me, first of all. I enjoyed like the essence of it and the presence and the energy that would get together in the building and the like-minded people. But when I speak on religion, I'm speaking on the spirit behind it, the foundation, and where it comes from. And where it actually comes from is from a place of control. And so does politics. It just is what it is. If you know what I'm talking about, you know. If you don't, then you don't. I mean, it's cool. But I will be explaining more and more. And if you guys got comments or whatever, you're welcome to drop them. I read my comments. I get to them and I respond to them as quickly as possible. You know what I mean? Excuse me. But just, going in and giving you guys kind of like a overview of me and what I'm going to be showing up and doing more and more of. You're going to actually be seeing me do my podcast, I Am a Vessel. Make sure you guys check that out. I'll be updating that real soon. I got some things that I'm working on, some topics that I want to speak on. I'm just organizing some things. Like I said, I got various different books that I've been comprising for about a good... my awakening was in July, I want to say, of 2023, and we are in September of 2025. So I've been writing and doing introspective work and been going in and asking all the questions to my spirit guides and to my ancestors and to the great divine